Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Pine Stars. I'm Brad Bates alongside Brian Rimke and Kurt Brabender. As always, we're talking UND baseball, recapping last week, taking a look at the week ahead, making sure we get our clicks to pick, and talking shit like only guys from the bench can do. We've got Coach Al ready here with us live, so to speak, on the show. Coach, appreciate you taking the time. I know you guys are just finishing up practice, but wanted to get your feedback on last weekend's series at Southwest Baptist. You guys took a split. You lost two games on Friday, but won two games on Saturday and won in big fashion on Saturday. So, kind of talk us through some of the key plays, players, and insights of last weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure to be on the show. Yeah, so we we haven't been taking care of the baseball. I mean, that's pretty evident. But we the one thing I will say about this bunch is they are probably the most resilient, relentless baseball team that I've ever seen in my entire life. No matter what happens, what kind of bomb explodes in our face, we just keep on grinding, man. We just grind it out. We've been in a position to win nearly every single game that we've played. And we got on our field yesterday for the very first time, and we were able to work out some pop-ups and some fly balls, and be able to practice dealing with the wind, and
Yeah.
make some, practice making some throws across the field rather than just in games, which is big. When all you can do is hit in the cages, you can't take ground balls live off the bat. You can't throw the ball across the field. Those things are going to clean themselves up. And when it does, we're going to go on a tear. It wouldn't surprise me if it's already started. We've had this mentality of you play for one run an inning, and we throwing that out the window. We're now playing for 6 runs an inning. We're gonna play like we're down 6-0, because that's when we play our best. We really do. We play our best when our backs are to the wall. And so I don't care if we get up 6-0 when they come off the field. I'm like, hey, we're down 6 right now. I don't care what the scoreboard says. We're down 6. That's how we're gonna play the rest of the season. And I think that's what you saw Saturday at SBU was a team that just came off the field every single inning and approached our at bats like we're down 6 runs and our backs are to the wall.
Well, and I would tell you, like, and I've text these guys on weekends and whatnot when you guys are playing, and it's one of those where I look up and you guys are down 9-4, and I'm like, shit, here we go. And then about 30 minutes later, they'll get a text and be like, it's the 10th inning, it's 10-10, and they're right back in it, or things like that. And so 100% agree that you guys you're
you know,
constantly in
it,
ball games.
it has a real feeling of like the late 1990s when we had the 2 3/4 inch barrel bats, -5s, where guys had 30 home runs. I think the JUCO leader in 1998 had 38 home runs from kid from Seminole, Oklahoma.
Jeez.
It kind of has that feeling to it. And what I mean by that is back in those days, you would, come into the bottom of the ninth inning and you're down 7 or down 8, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, down 7, you can get that back easy. And then, like it would happen quick too. I mean,
Just
the
need a
other
leadoff guy. Just get
yeah,
him
the
on.
other the other team would have their closer on the mound. They'd have two more guys warming up in the bullpen, and the coach would be pacing in the dugout, like with a 7 run lead in the ninth back in those days. Like
Yeah.
it could happen like that. I mean,
Yeah.
quick. And it kind of has that sort of feeling to it, when our backs are to the wall. It's like, well, it doesn't matter what the score is. We just pass the torch to the next guy and see if we can get the tying run to the plate. And I'll tell you, a lot of times this year we've been able to accomplish that. And I think we just clean up some of the defense and keep adding pieces to the bullpen. We're going to be in great shape.
Yeah. I mean, you had guys that I hesitate to name names just because they're hot right now. Had big weekends last weekend, but we haven't shied away from talking about Bodie on this show. And so I don't think we're doing any damage there, but God, is he on fire
I
right
told
now?
you I'm not
You
superstitious at all, but I tell you what, I don't want to look at him, talk to him, say his name. I mean, he is on fire as I've ever seen a hitter, in my entire life. He is just on a force right now.
yeah.
I mean, most of our guys 1 through 9, I mean, we're swinging the bats I mean, exceptionally well. This is one of the better offensive teams we've ever had.
I will
Yeah,
tell
he
you though, Bodie could improve his stolen bases though. He's 0 for 2.
Well, he's he's not that fleet of foot. He looks, I mean, I don't know if you Bates, if you've ever seen him up close, but like you
mhm.
guys are like this, it's the exact same body. The
I
exact
well,
same body.
and that's the problem is like you see what I could have been. You see
Yeah.
what I could have been had you not transferred in and taken that starting spot and been all 6'3" and switch hitter and hit bombs. Yeah, you see what I could have done too.
Right.
Yeah.
He took the bat out of your hands. That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
That's we've been hearing that
I'm
for
sorry about
years.
that, Bates.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
But you guys put up like 48 runs last weekend, right? I mean, you're able to swing it. Garrett Roosh, and I've been apologized because I've been saying his name wrong because evidently you can't correct me. I got to watch other shit to watch how to correctly pronounce his name. He hits two bombs on Sunday.
You've never said his name while I've been on the thing. You guys
Oh my
record
God.
my part and then you go do your part, and that's
Everybody's got
it's
an
not.
excuse. They're like elbows, buddy. Everybody's got one. But Caleb Mars throws a complete game, 7 innings
Oh
on
yeah.
Sunday, gave up
Oh
four
yeah.
runs. This kid just keeps delivering on the mound.
This guy can pitch, man. He doesn't throw that hard, although it's it's firm. It's I mean, it's not like it's like 92, but he's like it gets on you.
Heavy.
But he's got, he commands, three pitches for strikes and he keeps the ball down and he's learned that real quick with the wind. I think he got burned a couple times at Drury and then like adjusted real quick and never left a pitch up. He hasn't left a pitch up since.
Yeah.
So he's he has been spectacular.
Kurt, Brian,
Well,
any questions for Coach?
no, I just bring up Al. We like to look at the metrics of our followers, and so last week we were testing what our Baptist following was looking like because we told the Baptist crowd don't pitch to Bodie. We have no Baptist listeners.
Zero.
If not, because they kept throwing to him.
Yeah, there was a couple spots I was telling Bates, well, or you guys, all of you guys earlier. Yeah, they brought in a right-handed sidearm guy or subby guy, and with first base open, and if there's ever
Decided to throw
a
to
time
him.
a time to walk a guy, that would have been it. And they pitched to him, and I think he had a triple in that at bat. But yeah, he's dangerous.
Yeah, it's an untapped audience for us, but we'll worry about that later.
We'll do some target marketing. Kurt, you got anything?
I don't. I have nothing. I have nothing today.
Well,
Another thing.
Speaking of you, I've got two things for you, but go ahead, Reddy.
Well, I was just going to say, it also has a feeling of, this is a conference tournament year, where for us, where we're going to win the conference tournament. I'm not saying we have to. I'm just saying that I think this team is built to win the conference tournament. Now the type of baseball we've been playing up to this point, obviously you're not going to win a regional or a super regional with the type of baseball we've been playing, but you can win the conference tournament with this type of baseball because you're talking 8-team double elimination, in 4 days, played over 4 days. It is not about playing clean baseball. It is about never just trading punches back and
Right.
forth,
Right.
last man standing,
Yep.
that's how you win that event. And I would put us as the front runners in that type of baseball, category. We still got another 27 games to iron out what we need to do to win a regional and a super. And I do believe we're going to figure that part out. But we're set up to we're never going to be out of a game no matter what the
Sure.
score is.
Yeah. No, and I like you said, you've got guys taking a lot of ABs in intense situations, and getting that experience. So I have two things. One, is we actually had a subscriber, one of our 26 subscribers. I think we're supposed to tell people to subscribe and like, I don't really care. It's your feed. You do what you want. If you want to do it, if not, I don't care. But we did have a subscriber reach out with a question they wanted to ask Coach Reddy. It says here, Coach Reddy, you've talked a lot about the team not giving up and being and always fighting back. With this team, T or F, Kurt is their motivation. That is from Gavin, 9 years old, Beech Grove, Indiana.
True.
Think so?
True. Absolutely true.
I think so too. The
Not
PA
not 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 just Kurt by himself, but the Kurt.
The
The
Kurt.
Kurt. The
Yeah.
Kurt is the motivation because that's two different people.
Well, that's
That's
true.
correct.
But
Yeah.
I forgot the postscript. It says, P.S. Can you please stop shitting the bed with a 10-run lead and make sure to just win games by more than 1 run?
Man,
That's,
I'll tell you.
again, Gavin, 12 years old, Beech Grove, Indiana.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Sometimes it's you gotta take a rake and a bag of turfus out there to clean up the mess. But it's slowly changing. It is slowly changing, and
I like it.
and I do believe that we will be taking care of the baseball and more so than not so. And
Well, you got the home field coming up. This is the home opening series.
this
We're
is the first time on the field.
23
Mhm.
games into the season, and we're finally opening up at home. So anybody that's tuning in that's not on the ball club, hopefully you guys are planning to come out to the ballpark this weekend and support the Hounds. Coach, I know you got to get going. You got some things you got to get ready for the weekend. We really appreciate your time. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, we almost had to play this. By the way, we almost had to move these games over to Vaught's place, over to Franklin Central High School, by the way, because we can't get our water turned on over here. So we're gonna. I've got about 200 feet of garden hose rigged up, and we're gonna water the field with a garden hose, and we're gonna play at home.
Well,
That's what,
Kurt's
I love
watered
it.
that field a time or two, so he'd probably get
Yeah.
out there and give you a hand,
yeah,
especially around the mound.
yeah,
Yeah, he likes a late night watering.
yeah. I
Make sure
remember
it
that.
settles in. Yeah.
That was Kentucky State, right?
Yes, it was.
How are you going to rain us out? How are you going to rain us out against an automatic win?
It was snowing.
Oh yeah, true.
All right. You just saw it.
All right, boys. Hey,
All right,
take
Coach.
care. Looking forward to
appreciate
seeing
your
you guys
time.
if you can make it out this weekend.
All right,
Absolutely,
Al,
brother.
give him hell.
Good
All right.
luck this weekend.
All right, thanks.
Yeah,
Bye.
man.
What did it take him? 10 minutes?
Get hot in there.
If it wasn't the visual, I thought maybe the voice change would have
I
No.
was wondering how I was going to take
a
it.
little muffled.
At one point, I looked down and all I could see was your eyeball. And then I realized you could actually still see the screen. You weren't just like napping in there. Like
No,
you're
I
still-
could see everything. I knew everything that was going on. I could hear. I could see. I just really couldn't breathe that well. But I don't know if you saw what I wrote on the bag. On the bag, it said no more 1-loss games.
1-run loss
Sick of it.
games.
1-loss games, no more. Done. Over.
Oh,
Cut that shit out.
I mean, look, it's got to be frustrating when you're on the team, right? It's got to be frustrating when you get a one-run losses,
Oh, yeah.
especially when you've got 132 of them in 23 games. But, think about it from our standpoint. We have no control of what's going on. That's more that breaks our fans' heart more than it does theirs. Some bitches, right?
It really does.
Yeah,
You know,
booted it. Yeah, you
I
booted
really
47
appreciate that
times.
question from, was it Gavin? Was that Gavin?
Gavin, yeah, Beech Grove,
Gavin,
Indiana.
was he awesome? I might have to send that kid a little sign something for him.
Send him that signed brown bag.
Yeah,
I might send him that sign bag. Maybe he can wear it on the show one time.
Brad,
There
I
you
did
go.
notice the first question he was 9 years old. The second one he was 12.
Well,
Is there
that was
two,
my
Gavin?
fault. No,
Okay.
his email address is Gavin Crushes 12, and so I just saw that 12 and I said 12 years old. He is 9. He is 9.
Kid's got
According
quite a
to
mouth
his
on him
email.
for 9.
He's a brave bender
I don't have anybody related to me named Gavin.
that you know of.
See how serious he got?
There is a Garvin Braybender though.
Maybe he just misspelled it.
Might have been.
Oh, all right. So looking at the week ahead, it's the first weekend series at home. 23 games under their belt. They're 11-12. Not exactly where you would want to be at this point. You want to be above 500, but they're getting their first taste of playing at home crowd. We're hoping that anybody that's paying attention and listening has an opportunity to get out to the ballpark this weekend. But one of the things that Coach Reddy said was Bennett Rogers is going to at least throw 1 inning, maybe 2 this week. So hopefully they can get him more into the rotation to a pitching staff that, especially the starting pitching, has been strong. Caleb Mars has been phenomenal. And I watched a little bit. Yeah, I actually tuned back in last week, and I watched Aiden Tran pitch a little bit. I really like his demeanor on the mound, filling up the strike zone. I thought he did a really nice job. But looking at Rockhurst coming in, they're 16-5.
Looks can be deceiving.
Looks can be deceiving. Brian, I feel like you've just loaded up a mouthful of shit you want to talk, and you've just swallowed it. So or you either spit it out or swallow it.
What are he's a swallower.
He's swallowing. Wasn't even a question. Do you see that? He didn't ask me for a third option.
No. He just wanted one.
Yeah.
Is this because of the butt fungus comment? I feel like it's the butt fungus comment coming back.
My doctor reached out to me after watching this and said, "Hey, is this for real? Because we need to get you in here."
Yeah. No, I'll take that.
Did he basically say that you had pink eye of your butthole?
The transient disease, you gotta be careful.
Don't sit on anybody's pillow. Public restroom.
But anyway, Rockhurst comes in. They're 16-5. But you look at the teams they played. First of all, last weekend, they split with McKendree, who UND went in and beat McKendree 3 out of 4, should have ultimately won 4 out of 4. They split they beat Southwest Baptist 3 out of 4. So it's probably going to be a fairly even matchup. They've had a lot of games early in the year. Bemidji State, which obviously they can't spell because they spelled their own name wrong. They swept them, things like that. So they've played University of Jamestown and a lot of top quality athletes coming out of that program.
Didn't Jamestown just disappear off the map back in the day?
Yeah.
They just disappeared. Right?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
That's some history for you history buffs out there, know.
Tatonkin was engraved on the old on the tree there.
Yeah.
I think
still there
something
today.
like that. Actually, Tatonkin, I think, is like from Dances with Wolves. Shit.
Same premise.
We're just, true. So hopefully we're able to see some people at the ballpark. I'm looking at their lineup too. We've got Bodie with 9 home runs, Solon Munson with 6 home runs, and then there's 2 other guys. I think Kenny Two Names has 5, and somebody else has Boss Baby, I think's got 5. So we've got a lot of power in that lineup, and they're not necessarily they're hitting for average, so they're going to keep the ball in play and put it in the ballpark. But they don't necessarily have the firepower that the Greyhounds have.
No, they've hit for good average. They've got some guys with quite a few RBIs, but not a lot of power. And but they run a little bit. 46 out of 51 on the year.
Swiping bags.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
You know how you prevent that?
Don't let them on first.
Don't let them on.
Well,
pitcher's got to step up.
I thought you were going to talk about throwing at their ankles.
Well, that's up to Kenny Two Names.
Selectively.
Kenny Two Names can take them down.
I trust that Chase Mason's already calling that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thinking about you as a ball player, I have a couple rapid fire questions here that I want to get to know. I want our tens of viewers to get to know you two a little bit better. Okay. So a little rapid fire questions. I chat GPT what would be good rapid fire baseball themed questions. And so I'm gonna read you off this list. Don't think about it. Just give me what you feel like is your first go-to response. We're gonna take a little test drive on this first one. So
who should go first, me or Remke?
Go at the same time. It's your first response. It's rapid fire. Okay. Like you just got to fire it off. So trial run. Sleeves or no sleeves?
No sleeves.
No.
Look, see, no fucking sleeves. No sleeves. I didn't know the question before.
He was so excited about that. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to keep going. You ready? All right. Eye black, yes or no?
Yes.
What was the question?
Oh my fucking god.
Eye black, yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirt bag or drip?
Dirtbag.
Dirtbag.
Head first slide, feet first slide.
Feet.
Feet first slide.
Oven,
Ooh.
nope, fuck you. We're not talking about oven mitts on this
No,
program.
no.
Yeah.
Pine tar, necessary or just
Yes.
for the smell?
No, peen tar
Absolutely.
all day.
Both.
I'm a smell. Yeah, I'd go
Can
for
I
the
add to
smell.
that real quick? I actually have pine tar soap in my shower.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
A little sticky?
It's not sticky, it just has a scent. But continue on.
Oh, okay. Batting gloves, 1, 2, or raw dog?
2.
0, raw dog.
2.
Last but not
He's
least.
extra safe. Huh?
Double bag.
Last but not least, analytics or gut feel?
Gut.
Gut feel.
All right. I feel like you
Reggie,
guys
I
were,
will say we were identical on all, but maybe one. You like
yeah.
protection extra, and I don't like any.
I don't know. It's sweaty palms, I guess.
He's scrubbing in for surgery over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can load up on the peen tar when you got the gloves on.
Seems
Yeah.
counterintuitive, but okay.
Are you familiar with the Moises Salou story?
Where he pisses on his hands because he has calluses? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have calluses on my feet. Smooth as a baby's bottom, my feet are.
Oh shit. All right. Now it's time for the money making section of our program where it's time for our clicks to pick. This weekend, first home series against Rockhurst. Kurt, who you got for your click to pick this week?
You know, I know this individual only, it depend on the matchup, lefty matchup. That's when this individual kind of comes in. But I think he's going to be coming off the bench. And honestly, I think if you can hit, you can hit. And I'm going with Austin Oakley Reese.
Oakley Reese, little Pokey Reese.
For you young guys out there who don't know who Pokey Reese is, check him out. One of my most favorite baseball players of all time. Played for the Reds, second baseman. Love the guy.
Austin Pokey Reese. I like it.
Yeah. So I added that Reese part in there. That's not really part of his name, though, for you people following online. No, I think, again,
For the international fan.
Yeah, the international. For the Venezuelans that are now tuning in after that WBC win over the United States, I think we're going to have a presence down there. 51st state of the United States. So, anyway, I'm going with Austin. I'm going with Pokey.
Rivke, what you got?
I'm going to do a duplicate pick, which we usually frown upon. But the first time I used this pick, it was to help him rise off the DL like Lazarus. So I got to come back to him. He had a great weekend last weekend, 7 base hits, and I think like 13 ABs. That's a pretty good average. Carter Thomas, get him back on the field, get him playing. Now that we've got him off the DL, he's doing well. I think he deserves another nod.
I like it. And what Reddy has said about him defensively in center field too. I think Maddox Bach, when he stepped in as a freshman, he did really well. But and there's been some other guys that stepped into center. Now Joey Humphrey's been out there too. But Carter Thomas, man, if he can get going, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
My click to pick, I'm going with a repeat as well, but it's been a minute, and this guy it just keeps swinging it. And feel like if he's going to have the opportunity to be in the lineup regularly, you're going to start to see a lot of extra base hits and home runs. He's currently second on the team in home runs with 6, behind Bodie, who's at 9. We're 23 games into the season. But I'm going Solon Munson. I'm going Kingpin all weekend against Rockhurst. And I really feel strongly about his performance and how he's going to do this weekend. So those are our clicks to pick. Gentlemen, good luck to you this weekend. We're going to try to get out to the ballpark and see you as well. Hopefully, we're able to pack the house and get everybody out there. Should be a beautiful weekend for baseball. Kurt, Remke, any final thoughts?
Hey, we'll be out there signing autographs.
Be fresh out of cake so we can sign autographs.
Fresh out of cake. We got to sign autographs.
Go get them, boys. Have a good weekend.
They're free. We don't charge.
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate your time this weekend. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and good luck, Hounds.